Short Dad's back, and tonight I want you to imagine you and your friends, you want to have a football party, you want to have your bros over, you want to have your girls over, and you want to cook something special. You're thinking about maybe just going to get burgers, and Wendy's isn't going to cut it. You're thinking about a little bit something elevated with some burgers, some smash burgers maybe, and some hand-cut fries, but you don't want to spend like $15 a piece. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. We're going to do it together. Let's go. Since we're making smash burgers, of course, we need some ground beef. Now, in this case, I told you before when we did the spaghetti episode that the type of ground beef didn't matter in that case, and that's true, but in this case, it matters. We're going to use ground trucks. No, we're not going to use ground trucks. Ground chuck, which is, in this case, 80% beef, 20% fat. Also known as 80-20. Why is that important? You'll see, because when you smash a burger, you need some fat in there, otherwise it's going to turn into a hockey puck, which is no bueno. What else for burgers? Well, you need buns. In this case, we're going to use potato rolls. I think these are the best. Martin's, yes, Mike, shake your head. Yes, these are the best. You can get other brands, they're fine, whatever. Martin's are the best. We're not going to bake our own rolls. We got toppings, cheese, we got pepper jack, cheddar. We're gonna do some bacon. Now this is the first time we've talked about bacon on this channel. That's kind of surprising. We're into episode 3 and I have not mentioned bacon yet, but tonight we're gonna do some bacon. We're gonna do a lot of bacon on this channel. Again, if that offends you, I like to find the thick cut bacon, center cut bacon. We have some lettuce. In this case, we're going to use iceberg lettuce tonight, which I think just pairs well with smash burgers. Tomato just is nice and fresh, brings a little bit of flavor to the party. We're going to do something with this nice onion. Vidalia sweet onion is what I like. We're going to do something magical with this tonight. We're going to make another thing that will become a common theme on this channel, which is my famous Bang Bang sauce. Bang Bang sauce is 4 ingredients. Very simple. It's mayonnaise, which of course, Duke's, can't go wrong with Duke's. Garlic, we don't need to have this conversation, right? Thank you. Ketchup, which I like, honestly, the no sugar added Heinz ketchup. Why do you need that extra sugar? You don't. And sriracha. All right, so that is the burger. Oh wait, I forgot one thing, Mike.
What's that?
What did I forget? Pickles? The theme for tonight.
Oh,
Pickles are an abomination. Now, I'm just telling you right now, there is nothing good about pickles. Nothing good. You don't need them in your life. They suck. Mike, do pickles taste like bacon?
No, but they're so good.
No. Now, let me tell you, when you're in your 20s, you can make decisions about things you might want to try later in life. Like, for example, you might want to go to Tijuana, or maybe you might want to try long distance running. But when you're 50, like me, you get to the point where you can just say things like, I will not go to Tijuana. I will not do long distance running again. And I will not eat pickles. Last thing, of course, the fries. We're gonna do hand-cut fries tonight. Very simple method. I've done a lot of homework on this. I think this is the best. I think this is the easiest. It's a 2-step process, but it's very simple and it's reproducible and you're gonna love it. What is the first thing, Mikey, that we do when we start cooking?
You cook what's gonna take the longest first.
Bingo! So that is going to be these onions. What are we gonna do tonight? We're gonna caramelize some onions. I know that sounds complicated. It's not. You're gonna love it. It's really actually very simple. It just takes some time, takes some patience. So we're gonna do half an onion, cut that boy in half. Kind of wanna get the outer skin off when you caramelize, because otherwise it just doesn't really like to caramelize that first piece for whatever reason. And then what we're gonna do from there is cut about 1/4-inch slices, and that's it. Then we're gonna put some oil, and I like avocado oil. I've talked about this before, just a neutral flavor oil. And It's high temperature, so maybe like a little teaspoon in there. And then medium heat. So that's first thing. We'll throw that in a second. Now the second thing is our bacon.
The bacon.
The bacon. Now let me show you what we're going to do with the bacon. Perhaps this is a little unusual. You might think I would just fry this bacon up normally, but I actually found a way for me that is fast, easy, reproducible. We're going to do about 4 strips here. Oh, let's make it 5. Why not? So again, let's put this on medium heat. So we've got a small cast iron skillet, a large cast iron skillet. You can use any pan. So let's take our bacon and literally just going to cut it in about inch pieces.
I've never seen bacon be cut with scissors before.
I understand that, and that's what I said. You may have never seen this before, but I'm telling you, it's great. We don't have to lay out strips of bacon very nice and clean and, you know, on a pan or something, and then there's oil all over the place and oil all over you and whatever. No, we're just gonna fry this bacon in this pan and you're gonna love the outcome. This is starting to heat up. Let's put the onion in. I'm just gonna kind of lay that out. While the onion and bacon are starting to saute a little bit, let's go ahead and get the beef ready to go, because it's very important with the smash burgers that it stays refrigerated right before you smash it. And the reason is if it gets to room temperature, the fat in that beef is just going to disintegrate and it's no bueno. We want it to kind of all stay together. So our beef is nice and cold right now. Now, as I've said many times, there's a lot of things that I don't measure. But in this case, you kind of want to measure this. Now, if you don't have a scale, you can kind of eyeball it. Just make little meatballs. Try to do your best. Keep them consistent. That's fine. And basically what we're looking for here is we're going to make 4 quarter-pound little meatballs. That's a little bit too much. There you go. 0.25. 1. A little more. You get the picture. Let it sit until we're ready for it. Now, the onions, very important. Let them go slow, because if they go fast, if your heat's too high, they will burn and there will be no bueno. So I started them on 5 and turned down to 3. What we're looking for is them to start to get a little translucent, and then we'll go to step 2 on the onion. Now, next thing is the fries. Turn your regular oven on to 425. In this case, my oven has an air fry ability. It also cooks at 425. I have 4 medium-ish sized potatoes. Start by kind of cutting the ends off. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just cut them. Actually, when I do this normally, I don't go to the trouble to kind of square these off, but I want to make these as pretty as possible tonight. That one looks pretty good. We're shooting for about a 1/2 inch fry. Square, if that makes sense. That's about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/8, I don't know. Who cares, right? We don't care. Do we care, Mikey?
No.
No, we don't care. Thank you. Now that we have these cut, here's step 1. Step 1 of the fry process. We've got the oven going. I have a pot back here with about half full of water. We're going to do a 4-minute boil on these before we put them in the air fryer. So let's turn that up to high. Get that going. Our bacon is getting there. What's cool about this method, cutting it up like this, you can just keep stirring it around. You don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to get every side of the bacon perfect. You just keep cooking it on medium heat till everything is like you like it. All right, let's do the bang bang sauce. Start with our base. About, I don't know, for this recipe, 2 tablespoons, probably enough. Your ketchup, we're just kind of eyeballing it. Sriracha, also about a tablespoon. If you want to go spicier, throw more in. It's up to you. And garlic, about a teaspoon of that, probably enough. Stir that up till it's combined. Now this is going to be our all-purpose sauce tonight for the burgers, for the fries. I just know bang bang is gas. All right, I think our bacon's done. This will continue to cook a little bit. And I like my bacon a little chewy, you know, crisp, but not burned. Set the timer, 4 minutes. Now, what we're doing here is we're just kind of getting these fries heated up to temperature. There's also an important step that comes in between the two cooking steps. The onions now are getting translucent. We're starting to get a little color on them. We can put salt on there, which will continue to draw out some moisture, a little bit of pepper, and then Mikey, there's one more ingredient.
Pickles?
Not pickles. What is this called, Mike? What?
Worcestershire sauce.
All of my viewers from England right now are, which don't exist, they are now cursing your name.
What is
because
it?
that is not how this is
Worcestershire?
pronounced. If you're a millennial out there, you'll be able to replicate this very easily. And that is wuss.
Wuss?
Wuss.
Wuss.
Because you're wusses. Ha ha ha. Yes, I made that joke. Say it with me.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. And this will be added to our onions as they get to a point where they've taken on some color. Timer's up. Let's get our colander out. We have our potatoes. Let's take them off the heat. Drain. Here is the little secret. I'm just going to kind of shake them up a little bit. And what we're doing here, oh boy, we just lost one. So we got a little texture on the outside of the potato. Now let's come over here. We've got a sheet. You can use just a regular wire rack. Take a little bit of olive oil. Just kind of drizzle over top of the fries. And of course, salt and pepper. If you have a small tabletop air fryer at home, you can totally use that. In that case, you would just have to maybe do these in batches. Now, I know that I have said in the past that I try to make all these recipes like 20, 30 minutes long. This one might take a little bit longer. So maybe this one stretches out to 45. And mainly it's just because of these potatoes. Now, if you can't wait for that, you've got buddies coming over and the game is about ready to start and you're like, I don't care about the fries. Just go to the frozen food section and buy the hand-cut fries. They cook great in the air fryer. They cook great in the oven. I think this is ready for the
Worcestershire
sauce. All right. Dump a little bit of that in. Smell is just fantastic. All right, we're even gonna lower the temperature 1, go down to 2. We're just gonna let that sit. And literally that's just gonna continue to caramelize until the potatoes are done, the burgers are done, everything is done. That'll be the last thing we'll take off. Let's get rid of this oil and we're gonna get set up for burgers here in a few minutes. Let's get the onions off here. They are done. I said this was gonna be the last thing, but they actually got done a little sooner than I thought. Pan is hot, be careful. Literally, that's all you have to do. You got nice caramelized onions. Add those to the burgers. Those will be fantastic. Let's cook the burgers. So here's the deal. A few things that you need. You got your beef. You got a pretty heavy duty spatula, something with a little bit of surface area that you can press and smash these burgers down. You got a pan that's pretty hot. I recommend, I've got it on 8 right now. If you go up to 9, sometimes it can just go ballistic and it's not a good deal. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of our meatballs there and you can hear that sizzle right away. And smash away. These only take about a minute or so a side. Salt and pepper on both sides. Just want to make sure that they don't stick. Flip it. Oh, look at that, Mikey. Oh, look at that, Mikey. That's what we're looking for, folks, right there. That is perfection. All right, we flip. Salt. Quickly. Pepper. Pepper.
Pepper jack.
Pepper jack. I'm gonna put pepper jack there. This is done. Right there. I'm gonna put this boy. Look how good that looks. That just looks amazing. There's one. Let's go in for number 2. Smash. Smash. I'm guessing I get it down to about 1/4 inch. Mikey, look at that. Oh my Lord. That looks good. So you get the cheese melting in between. Oh my goodness. So good. All right, let's get the other piece of cheese on there. Boy. All right, this guy's done. Take that out. No, no, no.
Ooh, he almost
no,
did it.
no, no. Last thing, very quickly, you just kind of scrape this stuff off to the side. Get your buns toasted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm putting it right into the burger fat. You got a problem with that? I don't have a problem. Do you have a problem with that?
No.
I don't have a problem with that. This takes like 30 seconds. Just get your buns toasted. And we will be ready to plate. Check out these boys. Oh, they're nice and crispy. Heat those up. You can see just how crispy those are. I didn't have to turn those once. Let's get some salt and pepper. These are ready. Let's create these bad boys. First things first, we've got our buns here. Now, what are we doing with this aluminum foil? Well, I'll show you. We're gonna put bun on the aluminum foil. We're gonna take some of our bang bang sauce. We're gonna coat each side very quickly, just like that. We're gonna take one of our wonderful double patty smash burgers, put it on that side, use some lettuce. Let's do this one. Tomato. We've got our onion. There we go. And some bacon. Then we're gonna close that boy up. And we're gonna wrap him up. Now what this does is this burger's just got off the grill, got off the skillet, and all of those flavors, all of the stuff that we just put into that burger is gonna just soak up and just combine into a nice, wonderful smash burger, just like you may have had at, I'm not gonna say, Smash Burgers. You ready?
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at that patty. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
It's just the combination of flavors.
All that juice just gets soaked up into that butter bun. No, I know you said you didn't like onions.
Those caramelized onions are gas. Guys, I'm telling you, this takes a little bit longer. You're saying,
Bang, bang, bang.
you're saying, do I really want to work that hard to get hand cut fries and smash burgers? Yes, you do. Try it. You won't regret it. You can do it at home. They're excellent. They're the best burgers you ever had.